Hey there, Drawyah here, and happy St Patrick's Day to my Irish viewers on the channel. So today, as you guys know, St Patrick's Day, IVAO XU, the Irish and UK division of IVAO, are running a small event that connects both Knock with Bristol. So Knock being, of course, the west of Ireland main kind of city, and then if you go down to Bristol, it's closest to Glastonbury, which is the last known kind of position of St Patrick before he died, and is meant to be buried in the area as well. So we have two flights today, doing an outbound flight from Knock to Bristol. I do apologise, first of all, I'm going to say Cork throughout this flight and stream because I'm expecting myself to kind of get messed up. I'm going to say Cork. I know it's Knock, I'm going to say Cork. So apologies for that straight away. Yeah, apart from that, it should be a pretty good flight today. So two flights, Knock to Bristol, Bristol back to Knock. About an hour or so both ways in our Ryanair 737 in X-Plane. So join Cockpit, steady aircraft up and prepare ourselves for our departure. And yes, of course, because it is St Patrick's, got to keep with the spirit and enjoy a pint of Guinness. I'm sure it's going to go down very, very well in this flight. So, join Cockpit, steady airplane up. First things first, we're going to activate the battery ground power. Going to set the two RF switches to nav. Electrics still on. Anti-ice stay still for now. Window heat probe heat's active. Going to not touch fuel pumps yet, so it's got the aircraft fuel up. Activates the fuel lights. Position lights just steady for now, no strobes. Anti-collision off. Now the GFO panel. Confirmation lights, we can arm those. Clear the master caution, head over to the tablet, we're going to set up our ground services, starting off actually with weight and fuel and balance. Set up our payload, so we're going to jump over to our Simbri flight plan. Our payload board today is going to be, go down, 11.6, so that goes into there, 1.6, head back, and also fuel, sorry. Fuel requirement today is going to be 5202, so we'll say 5300. So, jump to that's fine. Call it fuel truck. Aircraft will start its boarding process, and we'll do the same with PACX. So, going to switch this around first of all. So, Knock to Echo Golf Golf Delta. We are FR 8203. Cruising altitude is 24,000 feet, could go up to level 36, but it's unlikely the ATC will get us to climb that height. Flight time, an hour and 5 minutes. Departure in approximately 26 minutes from this point on. Flying 737-800 with a passenger count of 111. Yep, 111 the outbound flights. More busy on the return back to Ireland, but the outbound 111 on board. No Wi-Fi, no entertainment. We have got boarding music for Ryanair. That's so good to listen to that again when I went to Napoli the other day. Again, all the tunes, just like I remember them. Do get snacks, no meal service, no customs card required, and let's start the boarding process, shall we? So how are you guys doing, chat, today? So far, so good, I hope. Pop open the chat window to actually see what you guys are saying. Probably quite handy, that. And while that goes through the boarding, we'll start the passenger boarding process. So, go to our initialization. We will set our airport as Echo India Kilo November. Copy our coordinates. So, position that will do. Paste that to the Irish position. The Irish stands to right, so that won't do anything, I don't think. No, it won't. And that's all fine. So, the Irish say start to align. That'll be ready for us in approximately 6 minutes. Routes. So it's Echo New Kilo November to Echo Golf Golf Delta. Our flight number is FR 8203. Sorry? Oh, no, yes, 8203. Runway news at the moment. If we look at the ATIS for the airports. So currency information Bravo. Like St Patrick's Day. Departure runway is 26 right now, so put in 26. Have that ready for our departure. Right, next page. Starts our routing. Starting off with DMOT. So it's DMOT direct to Palit. Then it's direct to Baku. We then fly the November 546 to Stew. And from there approach into Bristol. So execute that. That's all fine. Greet the passengers, and then we'll go through the ATIS information in full and speak to the ATC. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Ryanair flight 8202 from Knock to Bristol. Plan time today is approximately 1 hour and 5 minutes, just in the flight stage for any aircraft, and you should hopefully be airborne in approximately 20 minutes. We thank you for choosing Ryanair. We hope you have a pleasant flight on board today, and once again, we also wish you a happy St Patrick's Day as you go out to Bristol. Any questions, feel free to speak to the cabin crew, and we hope you sit back, relax, and enjoy your flights. So, that will be a general message to the public. What we're going to do is we're going to go to our departure and arrival index. Listen to ATIS and tune over to frequency.
If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers.
Winds 260 at 15 knots, 10 degrees Celsius. Scattered clouds at 4,000 feet. Visibility 10 kilometers. Few clouds at 2,500 feet. Altimeter 1027. Winds 260 at...
So yeah, that for us is information Bravo. We'll tune to frequency now, which is going to be 130.7. Now, I will say, the start of the event may look a little bit slow. There's only us two at the moment on the ground, plus an Aer Lingus that just departed. But, got to remember that with Knock, it's only got 3 airport stands, 1, 2, and then kind of a third one I can get tucked away in the back over here somewhere. So, it's not very big airports. When we get to Bristol, things start to busy up a little bit, but the initial will be quite slow and steady. Hopefully, there'll also be stand for us to land. Worst case scenario, when we do make the return journey, if there's no stands left, we may actually have to hold for a little bit while we wait for a stand to come available for us. So, stands 2, information Bravo. Let's request our clearance, shall we? Good evening, Knock Tower. This is Ryanair 4 Delta Victor stands 2 with information Bravo, requesting clearance to Bristol.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, good evening, Connaught Tower, cleared Bristol, TMOS 1 Alpha, disregard actually, are you able to accept a backbert 1 Alpha departure, runway 26?
Departure, runway 26. A firm, we can do a backbert 1 Alpha departure, Ryanair 4 Delta Victor.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, thank you, you are cleared Bristol, backbert 1 Alpha departure, runway 26, squawk 7612.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor is cleared to destination Bristol via the back 1 Alpha departure, runway 26, walking at 7612. Cancel that, execute that.
Delta Victor, lead back correct, H1027.
7612. So that gets set.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome
Back by
aboard
departure
flight
set.
203. Our flight time will be roughly
Ryanair
1
7,
hour.
Mike
Fix
November,
the left-hand
ground 1
fuel
Lima,
pumps.
request push and start.
And
Ryanair
Start
76,
state
Mike
view.
November, push and start approved.
So we've got passenger up now.
Mike November.
Passengers are boarded during pre-flight. They're pushing back, so likely you can get another aircraft popping in there very shortly when they do push. Over to the next page, clip outside, that's all fine. Head over to the performance. Just pull everything from the aircraft reserves at 0.1. Cost next delay is. Let's go over Ryanair cost index, always useful to have. Ryanair use the cost index of 6. cruising altitude initially 240. I don't think I'm going to go much higher than that. Average winds are now 276 at 54 knots. So I'm going one way with a headwind. Execute that. Transition altitude 6,000 feet. I presume actually. Let me just double check that on the charts. Last one was to make a presumption about our departure and actually get it all wrong. So charts list, the SID, back bar, 5,000 correction. So yeah, good thing I checked that. Transition altitude 5,000 feet. That goes there. Keep that. M1 limits, take off, flaps 10 degrees. Center gravity report, and then V speed to be 128, rotate 129, and V2 140. Trim 4.25 required. The RS is lined for us, so we can double check the flight plan, which I think is looking good on our end. So go step by step. That looks fine. That looks fine. And this should get ourselves ATC contacts for the rest of the flight into Bristol. So go back to map mode. AP is available. APU active. AP beats set. Activate left-hand fuel pumps. Turn off the ground power. We'll turn that on, and make sure that PACX set automatic. That's PACX stay off for now. The engine start up. 25,000 feet up the altitude for the pressurization, and we are good to go. Seatbelts are fastened. So how are you doing in chat today? So far you're all good. Wish you didn't cork Jake. Well, what can you say? Good evening, Ori from Israel. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. How are you today? So, run AP power, distance from the ground, passengers boarded, so we can now get rid of the ground services. So we check yes, there's. Ground vehicles will now drive away. We'll pre-plan our pushback to get our aircraft into position. Hopefully this time the aircraft will be a little bit nicer and actually letting go of us. But again, time will certainly tell with that. Yeah, it's going to be quite tight getting our position out of the aircraft. So what we're going to do is we're going to push back about here and then actually try and get the aircraft to move forward down the taxiway for the sake of positioning. So position it out kind of like that.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
This is same flight a minute ago. Very good, Captain Poland. I hope your journey went well. Right, close all the exits. GPU can disconnect. We're on parking brake, I presume yes, so channel chops can be moved. At this point, we are now ready to request push and start. I presume we have to wait for them to move first if we get any movement because it's a bit tight on the exit portal. But if that all works for us, we'll push you out in the next couple of minutes. Using the LevelUp 737 XO FIFA.
Ryanair 76 Mike November, request taxi, and we will be fully ready for departure. Ryanair 76 Mike November, Roger, via Alpha, line up and wait, runway 26, report ready for departure. Via Alpha, line up and wait, runway 26, Ryanair 76 Mike November.
Just also confirm, initial climb for us will be 5,000 feet, so altitude set to 5,000. Welcome out, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to chat. How are you today? Ryanair 4 Delta Victor from stand to right is ready for a start.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, push and start approved.
Push and start approved, Ryanair 4 Delta Victor. So they've been clearance to taxi, then move out the way. Get our own ground service to move us.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Let's get going, shall we? Go over the panel check, everything's in position, bleeds are correct. Aircraft's currently on the APU power. All looking good, all looking good. So in a second now, with the pushback time to move into position. And move ourselves out of the stand and into the aircraft. Into the taxiway, sorry. Which preferred aircraft do you prefer? LevelUp over Zybo or PMDG? It's hard to say. The Zybo feels better. Certainly comes to dynamics, as I said, the mod flies more realistic. The LevelUp in X-Plane, better than Zybo in regards to its customization and features, also it's a new aircraft in terms of development, albeit it's on version 1, still waiting for its first proper update since its release. But PMDG, while it may not be the best feeling aircraft, because again, P3 and FSX a bit more limited to its dynamics compared to X-Plane,
Okay, all
systems
doors
wise,
and hatches are
fantastic.
closed.
Very, very
Ready
depth
to connect.
aircraft, you can do quite a lot with it, so they are all good aircraft, they all have their strong sides to them. Ooh, rapid descent due to pressure alarm. Or did you forget to pressurise the aircraft, dude? Here comes our tug, moves into position. They're now backtracking in the runway 26. And we'll be ourselves moving out very shortly.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Park brake released.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Thank you. Set the ignition just both for now.
Ready for departure, Ryanair
And
76 Mike
engine
November.
to
Ryanair
start.
76 Mike November, surface wind 280 degrees, 15 knots, runway 26, cleared for takeoff.
Gen 2, wave down hit 18.
Clear for takeoff runway 26, Ryanair 76 Mike November.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your
Engine
attention
to
to the
start.
screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Weather conditions not superb, not terrible either. So actually be alright for that. We should also make sure that the cloud sets high performance for the sake of streaming as well, 10 few FPS on that. So the aircraft's going to push out, and start to turn us, and hopefully, preferably without clipping the post, albeit it's going to happen now. Yeah, whoops. I'll just get the aircraft into position. It's a very, very tight stance, I must admit.
Ryanair 76 Mike November, contact Shannon Control 131.150. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Shannon 131.150. Goodbye, Ryanair 76 Mike November. Bye bye.
Back to our position, move forward, and try and turn us to the left, hopefully. Engine 2 is available, engine 1 starts. Watch Gen 2. What's going on? It's about 18. Start fuel flow. Watch the engine come to life. Maybe a little bit off centered again on the actual taxiway there, but not terribly out of place.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake sets.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Tow truck disconnects. What was that? Wait for the engine to start up. Looking good. Switch over to the engine power. Switch to bleeds. PACX auto and APU off. Do a quick check of our flight controls, make sure everything's active. Elevators set. Ailerons set. Rudder set. Spoilers up. And spoilers down. It's about 18% into caps index. About 18%. Anything above that should be alright for 737. At least as far as I'm aware. So, elevators are set, engines are active, APU is turning off, PACs are active, it's set. At this point we're now ready to taxi. Ryanair 4 Delta Victor is ready to taxi.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, Roger, taxi, fire Alpha, line up and wait, runway 26, report ready for departure.
Via Alpha, line up and wait, runway 26, we're reporting for departure, Ryanair 4 Delta Victor. Taxi lights set, parking brake released, increase throttle, and let's head for the runway. Yeah, let's press the donate button because sometimes that tug does not quite like its position next plane. So the recent bug on this with the better pushback mod, really, really good, but it doesn't quite know what it's doing half the time anymore. Does the airplane have any sound? Because it does sound very quiet for me, very oddly quiet. Probably not, because it's really, really low. There we go. That probably helps. Must have turned it down for the 747. Let's set the start switches to continuous. The weather flips all the way around. Weather position ain't superb at the moment. Just to have. Going to activate the land lights and tunnel flights. Transponder now comes on. As we enter the runway for departure.
Hose disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the
Cease
right.
departure, please.
We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Right, left hand turn. Let's go on the runway. Yep, that's going down to 10 now. Only blue. And Heathrow Tower's online right now. Kai, if you're looking for ATC. Heathrow Tower is online right now, if that's what you're looking for. Turn clockwise around the end runway here.
We're ready for departure.
Get ready for departure. Thank you, cabin crew. Turn the aircraft around. Now holding runway 26. Just do is going to set the reject takeoff brakes. Auto thrust armed. Ryanair 4 Delta Victor is ready to depart.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, thank you. Surface wind 260 degrees, 15 knots, runway 26, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared takeoff, runway 26, Ryanair 4 Delta Victor. Right, electrician set, we are ready to go. So, spot the edge is about 40%. Engines 1, 2 stable. And the autocross will take care of the rest. Chrono starts as well, airspeed live.
80 knots.
80 knots. 100. V1 rotates.
Positive rain.
Gear up.
Gear up.
That's 1.
400.
400. Follow the flight director. So pitch up to about 15, 16 degrees.
1000.
1000, that's up.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, contact Shannon Control 131.150. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Contact Shannon on 131.150. Ryanair 4 Delta Victor. Thank you very much, take care, and happy St. Patrick's Day to you too.
Bye bye.
Right, aircraft under control. Switch over to 131.15.
Up to Alpha, link 2, stand to 403 Romeo.
Hello there, Channel Centre. This is Ryanair for Delta Victor at 5,000 feet on the back 1 out departure.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, very good evening to you. Radar contact 5,000 feet. Left turn, direct back, climb flight level 370.
Left hand direct back and up to level 360 for Ryanair 4 Delta Victor.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor 370.
Direction 370 Ryanair 4 Delta Victor. So looks like we'll get up to level 34,000 feet. And so next to back
That 433,
increase the altitude, to its climb outs.
Other station calling, pass message.
And if looking for ATC Kai, always refer to the IVAO web I choose ATCs right now. So look at Ireland, Republic's active, we've got London Control West on right now, and also Heathrow active as well, so they are available. Just make sure you've got the looking for our areas. Always refer to the web I looking for active ATC. We'll do just 380 a lot of it, so level 380, that should just let the aircraft climb out accordingly to its flight altitudes.
Shamrock 020, contact London 126 decibel 075. Zero flight, bye bye.
126 075, Shamrock 020.
Very shortly, passing through 10,000 feet. There's off landing lights.
German Airlines XU303, radar contact flight level 33. Zero. Continue at 5.
Continue at 5, German Airlines 230.
Gentlemen, we have now passed 2,000 feet. Turn on larger visible
Easy 62.
Otherwise, so far, so good on our end.
Backer.
Aircraft plans out. We've had direct to back bar. So there's an EasyJet also passing as well, so they're going to be responding to Ryanair. So as it stands, got our Ryanair just departed, got another Ryanair on the ground, Ryanair in front of us, we've got the Aer Lingus, about midway through its flights. And so like an EasyJet, there we go, EasyJet 2655, which is going to Bristol now from Dublin. So it's a bit of AT Dublin at the moment, a few aircraft running out. Presumably, of course, Dublin, well, definitely because Dublin's a bigger airport and more space available. Cork, so a bit limited, it's 2-3 stands, so that's it. A bit of a fight for return legs, see if you get any space in the airports for that, or not. Half a little bit. Let's knock. No time becomes available. Eventually, just divert over to Dublin instead. I'm not sure about screen tearing, I'm afraid, Swift. I'm not too sure about screen tearing. Not something I've personally had issue with in the past. Now, I'm on the aircraft's holding at 220 knots. Presumably, it's the SID actually, back for 220. So if I say 272 stroke 380. There we go. Now the aircraft speed up now. Passing through 15,000. Turn off the seatbelt sign now, go passengers their freedoms back. And while we do that, let's go through the Tinu, shall we? See who's on board our flights. So only about 110 passengers, 111 passengers on board today. It's not a very full aircraft.
Now get up and move around the cabin.
Have a quick look through the cabin, and you need to recognise, give us a shout, and we'll have a bit of stats. There's no one for me at the moment. Maybe I personally recognise. My pretty standard cabin. No, I'm not actually on board today. So to our climb outs. crossing through 17,000 feet very shortly, flight level 170. This is multiplayer stick bug, this is the IVAO network. Slight multiplayer with realistic ATC. You can check out our flights on the pinned map in the chats above. The IVAO website. I do quite like the IVAO networks. Just got to lock the door, thank you very much. I do like the IVAO network. It's a decent little setup. Let's get quite a lot right, so they're playing to them. Yeah, I find IVAO. Welcome, Ryanair001 video, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. How are you today? How are you this evening? So now at some waypoints, aircraft will make the next adjustments. And to be fair, do you not say directed backer for us? I should skip that entirely and go straight to back up. Not that it's really that much of an effect anyway, it's pretty much straight line path anyway. Right and turn, continue climb level 370, especially that's corrected. And corrected there. It's based on initial flight plan was to 40 initial climb. Obviously you have a lot of time and distance, just climb all the way up to 37. Passengers are PACX, just the orange. Must be a fleet movement flight. True, true. So it's a very empty aircraft today. Several empty rows. I don't think we're getting any further than this on the return leg. Oof, ADC both for 5 points. Unlikely to hear that, Harry. Hopefully next time, let's make a push for it. Only 5 points though, not terribly off. As anything, a bit of practice, you'll get there in no time, dude. Keep at it. Keep at it. So ETA about an hour and 2 minutes away. We departed 6 minutes ahead of schedule, which is always good. Gives us more time when we land at Bristol turn around. ETA about 8:06. Again, very short flight today. ATC currently active at Bristol as well as level control, so we have approach and ground. Should be a good flight today in the return. And man, I've got to say, so last time I flew Ryanair was on Tuesday. Yes, it was Tuesday. Flew back from Turin, from Naples. Flew from Naples, Napoli. Yellow flight, Echo India, Echo Foxtrot Oscar, EFO. It's an older aircraft now. I've been on it before, that same aircraft, when I flew from Biarritz a little while ago, EIFO. So I've been on that airplane before. It's actually not in quite a clean state than the last time I flew it. But the return flight was 77 Max. It was an aircraft actually delivered to Malta Air, which is the Maltese version of Ryanair, subsidiary version of Ryanair.
Control, good evening,
And I was in the airline 15 days prior to my flight. So it's a brand new airplane on its first 2 weeks of scheduled service. It was clean as anything. You can still smell that new plane smell inside it. That kind of plasticky smell you get of any kind of new vehicle. It was quite something, but it's a good old aircraft, the Ryanair Game Changer, the 8200. I do really like it. And that's my second flight of the Max now. My first flight was also with Ryanair, that was down to Tenerife. And that was a slightly older aircraft. I say slightly older aircraft, it's brand new, but it was one of the aircraft that were built before the groundings, and therefore Ryanair received it about 2 years old. So and it's on the ground. But this airplane just felt newer, felt cleaner, and it was a grand old flight. So yes, thank you Ryanair for that service. Game changer aircraft, I've got no issue with. Very good airplanes indeed.
Thank you and good day. Good night. ET625.
Cheers, fair flight.
Weather engine, Derek. We're using better skyscapes, I believe. Enhanced skyscapes, sorry. Using enhanced skyscapes, which is our cloud engine. Basically puts 3D volumetric as an X-plane. Costs about 15 quid. Not too expensive, but does look really good. It does really change the whole skyscape flights as well. So Definitely worth purchase if you're looking for improved clouds and flight sim. Enhanced skyscapes. So 24,000 feet.
Palit 145, identified route
Continue
direct
to
lap mode.
37.
Expect the left from a
Shouldn't tell us that. 2737 and go to our
Direct back to
performance.
expect IRS runway 28 left, runway
370
145.
set there as well correctly.
Palit 145, negative, direct lap mode. Lima, Alpha, Papa, Mike, Oscar.
Direct lap mode, Lima, Alpha, Papa, Mike.
Oh yeah, absolutely just.
runway 145.
This day explain with its mods and improvements, that's still really good. It's still sim up to the Monday government standards. Not for Microsoft Flight Sim. Microsoft Flight Sim, of course, the better looking platform, but this ain't bad. This really ain't bad. So we're almost at cruising altitude now. Should hopefully reach it before we get to the Dakar waypoints. Because Sierra Tango Delta proves to be on top of descents later on. One is Reshade X Vision, so Reshade I don't use because...
Ryanair 76, Mike, November.
Nice. Reshade I don't use because I don't feel like the lighting is an improvement in X-Plane, and X-Plane's default lighting is designed to look realistic, and therefore, yes, maybe bland at times, but it does look like, well, lifelike. And X Vision, I don't know, never really, it doesn't... The product support can be a bit slow sometimes. The subtext can be a bit slow, and I'm having a few complaints as well on the forums and Facebook groups as well about it. So, yeah, I tend to stay away from stuff if they're not super universally liked. Not to say it's a bad add-on by any means, but I quite like Skyscapes. I do quite like it. Now, you said that a few times, Jed the lad. I'm not sure what you mean by it, but hey ho. Yep, flying to Bristol again for PWJ. That's Bristol, hopefully again. Trying to do it at some point soon as well. Still climbing Victor, we're still climbing. Most of Flight Sim looks nice, but yet see a realistic rain in the Flight Sim. Have a look at stuff to go into Flight Sim World. Flight Sim World had has a really good rain effect. It's really good, that's why it actually worked. Flight Sim World, rain effect. Flight Sim World.
Descend 3000 feet, QNH 1032, runway 145.
Active Skies should technically stop the hard redraw. Check settings on there, dude. It should make it smooth, the weather transition. We'll watch the Bahrain GP. If I'm not working, I'll try and give it a watch on the sides. I think I might be working on that day. Not going to use Max on Team Aircraft, Mike, I'm afraid. It's got a bit too much controversy on its release for me to really take a good look at, I'm afraid. Maybe one day, but at the moment the answer is no, not yet. Welcome Daniel, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to chats. How are you today? At this point, we are now flying over just south of Newbridge, just south of Dublin. Otherwise, the coast, Canterbury coast, kind of behind the clouds over here, the city of Dublin. Get a zoom in, spot the airport perhaps. It's going to be to the north of the city, isn't it? It's the airport. Yeah, it's the cloud. So the airport, I'm afraid. No, is that it? That might be it. Is that a runway there? That runway there? No, that's kind of where the airport's. Ah, hang on. No, there's it. Yeah, there's one runway. There's another runway, and then there should be a crossing runway as well, kind of in the middle of that. So yeah, there's the airport for Dublin. I'm watching the distance at the moment. no, XP12 you have to pay for, Morton, because XP12 is a different platform. So I'm afraid if you're an XP11, you'll also be paying for XP12 when it releases. Same way to get the next version of FIFA for free, or why you didn't get Russell Flight Sim for free with FSX. Different platform, different edition, and therefore you have to pay for the upgrades. Right, welcome to Cruising Altitudes. Just reaching flight level 370.
Flight 145 after lap mode, clear dial left from my 28 left, report established.
At some point soon, we'll need to tune over to
After lap mode, clear
London
dial
Control on 126.075. We've got on standby. 16075. This is LevelUp, Morton. This is LevelUp. The LevelUp 737 NG. And we have it. Got cruising altitude. So we'll be here for about 10-20 minutes or so. Very sure about to hit the southwest of Ireland. And hand over to London Control and give us our approach into Bristol, and eventually we'll be cleared into Bristol Tower for landing. Bristol Tower currently on 133, that's more 850. Active runway at the moment is runway 27. We have overcast at 1200, 8 knot winds, that's a headwind though, so should be alright for a landing. Yeah, so we're basically paying extra close attention just in case the winds do pick up. Although cloud space is quite low, 200, so yeah, information delta, we'll bear that in mind. So how goes the chat today? So hopefully you're all doing good at the moment. Hopefully so far so good. ETA now down to 20:05 Zulu, so again another minutes. Is that 22 minutes until expected landing. 51 the expected arrival. It's most impressive how you can just take any kind of like flawless. Trust me, dude, I ain't flawless. Definitely ain't flawless. I enjoy flying, but I'm definitely not perfect at any of these aircraft. 757 Spy fly along, that happening right now below you. Small world, flying from the top. Ah, okay. Yes.
Left direct to back rower and 52 on 0, run out to
Fair play. Yeah, so if I look at 757 Spy, yeah, that's disappear. He's doing Dublin to Cork to November. Which, what's that? Shannon. So he's doing Dublin, Cork, Shannon, Dublin. On his side of things.
Ryanair 4 Delta Vector, contact London 126.075. Flight, bye-bye.
Contacting London on 126.075 for Ryanair 4 Delta Victor. Thank you very much.
Flight level 130.
Yes, there he is. 757 Spy.
Break, Ryanair 76 Mike November, descend
Spy's
flight
right now
level
doing
190.
route delivery flights. So presumably he had a bit of a cycling wave into the Guinness factory in Dublin. Fair play. Hello there, London Control. This is Ryanair 4 Delta Victor at flight level 370 inbound back up.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, good afternoon, London Control, roger.
Cool. Love flights community. It is good, Eric.
Bravo, climb flight level 300.
It is good. It is very, very good. First watching channel, always a pilot 737.
Flight level 300
Fair
for
play, yeah,
Golf
do guys. Welcome channel, welcome to chat. How are you today, dude? This is IVAO, Morton, not VATSIM. This is IVAO. Different network.
Shamrock 0020, turn left heading 100 degrees, speed 220 knots.
Heading 100, speed 220, Shamrock 020.
That's looking at VATSIM on Ireland right now. What you need to see at the moment is that Belfast, Aldergrove in Northern Ireland, nothing in the Republic. But Bristol, it's inactive at the moment. Trains in 2 or 22, depends what you're looking for really, Kai. I mean, World benefits in its graphics and functionality. Train Sim for its routes variety, and in some case the drive physics. That's what you're looking for, Freddy. That's what you're looking for. So you say the Boeing, your Boeing 737-900 pilot, dude, plays. It says flight 739 in about 2 weeks. No, less than that, 1 week. Next Thursday. Going to Paris via Amsterdam, flying KLM 739 out, and then an A318 from Amsterdam down to Paris. So, going to Paris a long way around. That includes 739 and 318, which I'm very excited for. And hopefully, in a moment, setting up my trip to Tunisia, which also incorporates a flight on the 737-600. That's going to prove interesting. I'm very excited for that one, for sure, so we'll see how things go, but with any luck, this year, Clash About Europe will be into Tunisia.
020, turn right heading 180 degrees, speed 180 knots or less.
Heading 180, speed 180.
We're about 40 miles an hour from the end of our flight plan, seeing a Tang uniform, so at some point soon, I will need to request for the flight plan onwards. One time about XU, kind of inactive now. I disagree, Harry. They changed the ATC requirements in IVAO XU recently, which means that you need to have a higher level of ATC to control different airports. So they originally did the ADC ratings for towers and centres. So fair enough, the ATC number is a bit lower, but it does mean that you need less training for the different airports. As for inactivity, I mean, I'm on a Discord server. People on there pretty much every night, chatting on and everything. I disagree. It's maybe not as active as it used to be, but calling it inactive is definitely not the right word. Pretty bad. I disagree. I mean, the big complaint everyone has at IVAO is that you need no training for ATC. All of a sudden, you now need ATC training. Everyone complains that you need training for it. So I don't get about it. Please don't have it inactive. True, there's also been an event every single weekend so far since the new year.
Right, November, descend, flight level 170. Descend, flight level 170.
I'm going to request further instructions now because we are running out of flight plan. Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, could we request approach instructions into Bristol over?
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, vectors ILS27 and descend when ready, flight level 210.
Send when ready to level 210 and it'll be vectors from runway 27 Ryanair 4 Delta Victor. So I'm going to presume then it's continue current heading, so 126 and vectors the approach into runway 27. So insert that. Probably I'm going to leave it for now. So heading selects active and when ready down to level 210. To be fair, well, I mean, if you're on the Discord, Harry, I'm sure you are, speak to someone about it. Speak to TXU directors. I'm sure they're happy to explain to you the different rules and reasons behind the different changes.
Right onto heading 120 degrees 6255.
Thank you very much there to Tucker White for the $2. Is there a thing? Ooh, do not call it an English town there, dude. Do not call it an English town. Tell you for a fact that Knock is very much not an English town. It's an Irish town. Never, never call the Irish English. I don't like that.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, redirect Bracken, Bravo Charlie November.
Redirect Bracken for Ryanair 4 Delta Victor. Bravo Charlie November. I presume then Bracken, yeah.
Ryanair 76 Mike November, descent flight level 90. Descent flight level 90, Ryanair 76 Mike November.
Place that there. And that's set. And comes Bracken. Feeling Kale, how you doing? Chat, it's been a while, dude. It's been a while. The Irish start pouring in.
433, decimal 850, very short, clear to zero.
Trust me, dude. Last time the English started claiming towns in the Republic of Ireland, there were a few troubles that followed afterwards. About 60 years of troubles.
Ryanair 76 Mike November, speed 250 knots. Speed 250 knots, Ryanair 76 Mike November.
Increase our descent rate again because this is way too slow for me at the moment. So 2,000 feet per minute.
Ryanair 76 Mike November, fly heading 110 degrees.
Heading
110 degrees, Ryanair 76 Mike November.
Speed steady. Very shortly passing through level 310. 40 miles or so until we reach 21. We increase our rate ever so slightly more.
255, descend altitude 6,000 feet, QH1035.
Start to 6,000 feet of the QNX of 1035, 6255.
Right, so we've now entered Wales. Flying ahead there, Dinas Cross. We're going to fly along the south coast of Wales through Carmarthen towards Newport. We're going to fly to the north of Cardiff and Swansea. Level 290 to 7,000 feet. Ignition of the tile ILS set up for the approach. So that will be no degrees of flaps and speed of approach speed of 140 knots. ILS 11015. Ah, already set. Fair enough. 1015, 1015, and the course 267. 267 and 267. Perfect. About 2 kilometers of runway to play with, 6,525 feet. Approach speed 140 knots. That's pretty nice for us to do. Welcome Kai heading, watching all chats. What does course do? So course is your runway heading. When you switch over from the LNAV to the localizer, what you're doing is setting up the aircraft's heading for the runway.
105,
is that when you then switch over to the glide slope, the localize and approach modes, the aircraft will now know which heading to face to fly alongside the runway. So what you do, you take your course up, just to keep the aircraft flying towards the runway.
Ryanair 76 Mike November, speed 220 knots. Speed 220 knots, Ryanair 76 Mike November. ETC 6255, descend altitude 4,500 feet.
4,500 feet, 6255.
Man, it's been a while, man, dude. How much streams recently due to uni work? No worries, dude. Welcome back. Always glad to have you again.
November, descend by 880.
Refresh over the weather every 15 minutes, Matthew. Every 15 minutes. Hopefully uni's doing alright for you, dude. Hopefully keep them well.
0 degrees, Ryanair 76 Mike November.
About to reach 210, so very shortly I'll be expecting further descent instructions.
The Brand 43, good evening, Metro, roger.
That being said, an aircraft 40 miles ahead of us, 7,000 feet above us, our current position there at 29,000. Presumably also going to... they're climbing out, that's why. If they're going from Heathrow to Dublin, yeah, so currently climbing out and cruise, fair enough.
Ryanair 76 Mike November, descend altitude 6,000 feet, QH1035.
I don't, Lewis. I do not own the flight factor 320.
Ryanair 76 Mike November.
I own a TOTUS 1921, not the flight factor.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, descend flight 880.
Descend flight 80, Ryanair 4 Delta Victor. To 8,000 feet.
Ryanair 76 Mike November, turn left heading 100 degrees. Left heading 100 degrees, Ryanair 76 Mike November.
Let's just stick with the 422, I think, just to get ourselves down a bit lower. About 10,000 feet will then reduce our rate of descent, about 1,000 to 1,400. Now, 22 should do us quite nicely. 1,000 feet. Turn the seatbelt signs, get passengers back to their seats. So PMD G77 is still in the works. Hopefully next 2 or 3 months we'll see it release, but they are making progress.
Gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign.
Easy 6255, speed 180 knots.
Speed 180 knots, 625.
So, as ever with these dual-S flights, we'll do the flights initially first, and then we'll go back for the replays afterwards.
Ryanair 4 Delta, negative right, heading 115.
Turn right heading 115 for Ryanair 4 Delta Victor.
Easy 6255, turn right heading 180 degrees.
Turning right onto heading.
Thank you, Dio. I'm glad you've enjoyed the watch so far. Always appreciate the support, dude. Always appreciate the support, so keep them well.
Ryanair 76 Mike November, speed 180 knots. 180 knots, Ryanair 76 Mike November. Ryanair 76 Mike November, descend altitude 5,500 feet.
No, Dio, but the more you ask, the more you get time out instead. Welcome, Harry, to the Jam Chat. How you doing? Brisbane not responding? Not sure about that one, dude. Well, I hope they start responding soon, because we're almost approaching ourselves. Don't forget, AT do get about 5 minutes of leeway from their brakes and that, so touch wood, back in a moment.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, speed 270 knots.
Speed 270 knots, Ryanair 4 Delta Victor. Bit slower action on that.
510 right, heading 240 degrees, cleared eyes left cushion. When established, localizer 27, descend on the glide path.
Cleared to the ILS 27, heading up 240, 6255.
Lead Victor Golf Alpha Bravo, descend when ready, flight level 200, to be level by Batsy, Bravo Alpha Delta Sierra India.
So you can see the weather conditions in the UK, not quite up to scratch at the moment. Not terrible, there are gaps in the clouds. It's overcast on altitude 200, and visibility actually quite low as well at the moment. We pull the latest ATIS, that's information Delta still. Visibility is still plus 10 miles, but again, overcast at 1,200, and winds still at 8 knots, heading 250, so heavy-ish, strong, well, yeah, it's an average headwind, but...
Ryanair 76 Mike November, descend altitude 4,500
but
feet.
low visibility, so bear that in mind on the approach today.
4,500 feet, Ryanair 76 Mike November.
Right, 30 miles from the airport now. It's the ME 23 miles.
6255, speed 160 knots, maintain 240, number 1.
Speed
Going to reduce down to 250 knots, 10,000 feet.
Number 1.
Cabin crew, 10 minutes landing, 10 minutes.
Ryanair 76 Mike November 10 right, heading 180 degrees. Right, heading 180 degrees, Ryanair 76 Mike November.
Nice and early at the moment. Lights set.
We have begun our final descent to your destination. Flight attendants will be passengers and cabin select any crash one final time. Please ensure your table and stone are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat.
London, hello, Ryanair 276 with you, flight level 330.
Yeah, scary, isn't
Ryanair
it?
276 London, control, good evening. Break, Ryanair 76 Mike November, contact Bristol Tower 133.850. Bye-bye.
Yeah, 276. Has a voice everywhere.
Confirm for the Ryanair 76 Mike November. Apologies, ED655, ED6255, it'd be contact Tower 133.850.
Bristol on tower on 133.850. Thank you. Good day, E6255.
Ryanair 76 Mike November 10 right, heading 245, when established localizer 27, descend on the glide path. Heading 245, when established localizer 27, descend on the glide, Ryanair 76 Mike November.
Off at 8,000 feet.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, descend altitude 6,000 feet, QNH1035.
Descends down to 6,000 feet, QNH1035, Ryanair 4 Delta Victor. 1035 really is high pressure at the moment. Confirming the ATIS. Yeah, 1035 QNH. Let's go away. I'm sure the co-pilot set up as well.
Ryanair 276, good evening, the vectors ILS 27 at Bristol.
I'll do more of a mix of X-Plane and Flight Sim count. I mean, X-Plane's usually get as many views as Flight Sim, so as you can see in the view stats right now, not quite as high. But it's not a terrible number, so I'll try and do a mix of X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Sim. I do adore this platform, and again, 1037 was good to have as well, so we'll see how things go, dude. Try and get more of a mix going.
Ryanair 76 Mike November, speed 160 knots, maintain to 40 ME, number 2.
Down to 230 knots.
160 knots, until 40 ME, Ryanair 76 Mike November.
Not been too bad for today. Went to work earlier on. So far, so good, dude. How are you today? Happy St. Patrick's Day to you two, dude, as well.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, descend at altitude 4,500 feet.
Descends to 4,500 feet, Ryanair 4 Delta Victor. Just to confirm as well,
Ryanair 7 Mike November, contact Bristol Tower 133.850. Bye-bye.
For me? No, it wasn't.
Contact Bristol Tower 133.850. Goodbye, Ryanair 76 Mike November.
So
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, speed 220 knots.
Speed 220 knots, Ryanair 4 Delta Victor. Correction, yeah, 4 Delta Victor. To confirm that the approach charts runway 27, intake glide slope at 2,500, so we can reduce our ascent rate slightly now. Yeah, we'll see how that goes, Infinite Flights. In Sen 3, either slam it down, or it's a nice and smooth touchdown. There's no in between for me in this aircraft, there's no in between. And of course, any kind of Guinness, for the sake of some pats.
Okay, France 423, my service terminates, free exchange approved. Bye-bye.
So get tower frequency on standby on 3385.
on Unicom 122.8.
It's Monaco Unicom 122.8. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Good evening to you, Air Force 423, bye-bye now.
Easy 27, excellent, no control.
That's one. That's two. Let's have comfy for landing.
Hello, this is Easy 265, passing flight level 8,000 feet for flight level 240.
Easy 65, good evening, under control, squawk 4231.
It's what you still got, Sam.
4231,
I've got.
Easy 265.
I'll grab a blast later.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, speed 180 knots.
Speed 180 knots, Ryanair 4 Delta Victor. Clouds using enhanced skyscapes. And not yet Neptune, not on your list just yet. We'll have right hand heading soon. Now gets established onto the localizer for 27 at Bristol. As it stands, we're heading about 20 minutes ahead of schedule.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, turn right, heading 180 degrees.
Turn right heading 180, Ryanair 4 Delta Victor. 4,500, which to be fair, altitude-wise, pretty much bang on anyway, so doing alright at the moment. That's 5.
Easy 265, climbing flight level 220.
Climb to flight level 220, Easy 265.
So one more right hand turn.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, descend altitude 4,000 feet.
And we cleared our less onto the runway. 4,000 feet, Ryanair 4 Delta Victor. Not anymore, Jamie. Used to play P3D, not anymore. That seems now retired on my end.
Lima Victor, North Alpha North, they contact channel control 131.150, bye-bye.
Yes, this is set to live by the moment.
Control 31.515, sorry.
Oh, some micro in that. It's like a Dalek.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, turn right, heading 240 degrees, when low glide established 27, descend on the glide path.
Turn right heading 240, and when on the glide slope, send via the glide path for Ryanair 4 Delta Victor.
Easy 265, add Z1 Alpha, arrival, runway 27.
T2 on the mic.
Arrival, runway 27, Easy 265.
So very shortly. We'll be activating the VOR localizer. About to hit glide path about 1 mile.
Descend altitude 2,500 feet further with the glide path.
Descend to altitude 2,500 feet and further glide path for Ryanair 4 Delta Victor. Slim mark descent rate down to about 4,600 feet per minute. Which on the glide path anyway, so approach mode active, dual channel autopilot. Ryanair 4 Delta Victor is established runway 27.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, thank you. Speed 160 knots, maintain to 4 Jimmy. Number 2, shortly book up number 1.
Reduce speeds to 160 until 4 DME. Number 2, short number 1, Ryanair 4 Delta Victor. So yeah, the aircraft on the runway at the moment, you can see their diamonds just right on the top there. So they'll be landing pretty well. They're on the runway now. As they vacate, we'll give up to land. So ready on the frequency tower. 160 until 4 DME and approach speed 140 knots. Get down, flaps 10.
Gears down, 3 greens.
15.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, contact Bristol Tower 133.850, happy St. Patrick's Day, bye bye.
Contact Bristol on 133.850 for Ryanair 4 Delta Victor. Thank you very much, and thank you, happy St. Patrick's Day to you too.
No problem, cheers. No worries, happy St. Patrick's Day, bye bye.
Hello in the end. Hello there, Bristol Tower. This is Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, established runway 27.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, Bristol, hello, runway 27, south winds 250 degrees, 9 knots, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 27, Ryanair 4 Delta Victor. Right, got our main clearance. Near 5 miles DME, miles go until we can start slowing down. Cabin crew, please take your seats for landing. Right, pre-land checks. Gear down, 3 greens, flaps set, brakes set, spoilers apply automatically, cabin secure, landing clearance received, lights set, pre-land checks complete. Your throttle.
One
1,000. Stable approach. Horsepower to our family control. Making small adjustments for the glide slope. There's a headwind at the moment, 11 knots. Minor changes in the heading, but nothing that's going to cause any problems for us.
$100. 60. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oil throttle. Reverse is set. 100 knots. 80 knots. 60 knots reverse is cut. Use the brakes. just missed that turn-off point to the right there. So we'll continue on to the end of the runway. I think it is at Bristol now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local
Slow this
time
down.
is 4:50 p.m.
That's
It is
up.
currently about 9 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is
Don't need to
off.
backtrack, do we?
Remember to use caution when
Oh
opening
no,
the
there's a
overhead
turn-off point to the
bins.
right there.
Items may have shifted during
Looks
the
good.
flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you
Resets
for
the
flying with us and we hope
brakes.
to see you again.
Can I have it? Not a bad landing there in the end. Not a bad landing. Helps me got the GWS. My last couple of flights in the 73, I managed to lose the GWS functionality, and that makes my landings, well, I could certainly see my altitude on the ND, and the PFD, but obviously wasn't paying any attention to it. But now I've got the full audio feedback from the co-pilot there as well. Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, runway is vacated.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, hello, welcome to Bristol. Do you have a stand preference?
That's a negative, stick me wherever you want, Ryanair 4 Delta Victor.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, continue taxi, stand 1.
Continue taxi, standard 1 for Ryanair 4 Delta Victor, thank you very much. Right, taxi lights stay on, landing lights can turn off, need to retract them, transponder comes off. Taxi to terminal. A little more throttle in since this is an uphill taxiway at the moment. This is the LevelUp 77 cow, this is the LevelUp. The LevelUp 737NG series.
Tower Summer 020 stand 15, request clearance for to Knock.
Shamrock 020, clear destination, Brecon 1 X-ray departure, squawk 2072.
Brecon 1 X-ray departure, squawk 0, question 2072, Shamrock 020.
Shamrock 020,
Oh, what I prefer? Probably the PMDG for its systems. Fair enough, this one feels better when flying, but can't deny PMDG, functionality-wise, a lot more way behind it. But I like them both, actually. I can't really say there's one that's better than the other. They both have their pros, both have their cons. I mean, the modelling, this one's fantastic. PMDG's cockpit model, the windows in past versions have been a little bit big, and I think this one's got the same thing, where the window is just massive. Apart from that, very, very good aircrafts, both of them. Highly, highly recommended. I'll come out with throttle now since we're downhill. Let's grab the ground charts for Bristol, which that standard one is clear, which it should be at terminal. See the other Ryanair at the moment, so he's yet to our left. There's quite a few airplanes here at Bristol on the ground. That's TUI, isn't it? Someone's TUI on the left, 737. And by the way, using a freeware mod for the Bristol. Don't own any paywares for X-Plane. Have got Pilot Plus for Microsoft Flight Sim, but not on X-Planes. I had to go for default air. Well, I had to go for freeware scenery. To be fair, does it rather good, this actually. Cannot fault it for its detail. When I first got live now, probably about March 2 years ago. I've been on live about 2 years now. Again, never had a problem with this network. Looks good, feels good, ATC's pretty good. Okay, may not have as much traffic as BatSim, but for me, it's never been a massive problem. So leaving the stands 2-1, cut across the fuel storage depot. There we go, stand 1 should be the next one to our left. Which we haven't done the AP one yet, whoops the daisy. text light off. I'm not going to blind the groundwork of that. Position. I think the brakes do that sometimes. The brakes just lock up in the 7.3 and it just drags on further. Fog brake sets. APU waveforms to stabilise.
Camel 020 stand 213 pitch back to start approved.
As soon as that AP stabilised, switch over the power and turn the engines off.
Push start approved. Please say
Almost there. APU generator set, switch to bleeds, and engines off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bristol. The low time right now is approximately, well, in real life it's 8, and temperature outside right now at a nice and cool 3 degrees centigrade. We thank you for flying by Ryanair. I hope you enjoyed your flight on board with us today, and we hope to see you again in the very near future. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross check please. Thank you for flying with us. Alright, so I'll go to the cabin, set the chocks up, get GPU, open up the required exits, send the SSs, and prepare ourselves for ground service. Switch over to ground power, turn off the APU bleed, and APU now comes off. Ground handling vehicles up and running as well, so rear stairs, forwards, conveyor belts. Let them drive up. And then have its Ryanair 737, now at stand at Bristol. And the vehicles park up, we've got ourselves a Thompson 7.8 and Ryanair both at stand at the moment. Got to say actually, the orangey sky as well, you see, it's actually realistic for real life given the Saharan sandstorm we've got at the moment over London and kind of across Western Europe. Skies are a lot more oranger than normally at the moment, so actually fair play to X-Plane, actually getting that right. It's a slightly orangey sky today. So yeah, you have missed the first leg of this flight, Lucas, but we are flying back to Bristol flying back to Knock very shortly, so don't you worry, you missed the first leg, the second leg is very much about to happen. So prepare the cabin very shortly for the second leg. Oops, the wrong screenshot. Cabin put the right one up, isn't it? So program files, not program files, flight sim, games, explain, output, 738. That one. Ah, perfect, so that's right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the flights, have a car report. So FR288203, 73800 from Knock to Bristol. 50-minute flight time, pan departure 1930, pilots 1924. So I commented this earlier that pan arrival 35, land at 15, 111 passengers, satisfaction 97%, landing rate 177, and block time 105. Overall, very positive for the passengers, which now extra rum there. St Patrick's Day coming from Republic of Ireland, so of course you're free to drink whatever you want today. I'll drop the flight report in chat for those who wish to look at it in more detail. And while we're doing that, the replays at the end, Jay, we're going to go back to Knock and then we'll do replays at the very end. So don't you worry, I've got a little more to go for this stream, it's not over just yet. So I'm going to reconnect to the IVAO using our new call sign Ryanair 484 Hotel. Flight plan, and let us prepare ourselves for our return flights. So scheduled departure time is approximately 2100 for this. Correction, 2150, so about 25 minutes, 24 minutes for that. So let's get this plane started up. the correct flight plan there, so 282, 24,000 initial climb, 1 hour 5 minutes on the clock. I can click on it, it'll be handy. Where's PACX gone? Did it crash? Oh, well, it did. Right, so 282, 24,105. Departure 24 minutes, actually 3 now. 738, passenger count of 167. No Wi-Fi, no entertainment. Yes to boarding music for Ryanair. Yes to safety briefing from Ryanair. Yes snacks, no meal, and no customs card required. The passenger boarding process can now start. I'll get the overlay changed at the top now. There's our new call sign. And let's start up our flight setup for the outbound flights. Oh no, the music, Ryanair, is not playing. Has it been gone off? The answer is no, still set. We'll have to look into that there. Because note as well, the boarding music didn't play either. And safety briefing, so I didn't play either. Route to Echo Golf Golf Delta to Echo India Clear November. Flight number FR8202. Page, that one goes there. Runway still 27 in use. Next page. So, the first point for us today is going to be Wrexham, I'll show you November. From there, flight to Quebec 63 to Stew. And it's Uniform Lima 9 to Slaney. Directs to Con. And that's our flight plan complete. I'm going to have a presumption that it is Concorde. Let me just double check that on the flight plan. It's Connaught. Connaught 5308. Connaught 5308. So that's that one instead. Activate execute. Flight plan is set. Greet passengers and then speak to ATC. Good afternoon, News and Rewards. Ryanair flights 8202 from Bristol to Knock. Flight to state, 1 hour and 5 minutes. We have a fairly cloud departure and potentially some clouds on arrival as well into Knock. We'll give an update on the weather once we are airborne. We thank you flying Ryanair tonight. Wish you a merry St. Patrick's Day, and we hope you sit back and relax and enjoy the flight. Any questions, feel free to speak to the cabin crew on board. Thank you very much.
Good, take off from my 27.
So let that message go back to the cabin. While we wait, let's have a visit to the ATIS. There we go. General address, goes to the back.
Winds 250 at 9 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers. Temperature 9 degrees Celsius. Altimeter 1036. Dew point 8 degrees Celsius. Winds 250 at 9 knots. Visibility.
So that's updated now to information Echo 1036 QNH. Winds 9 degrees 250 knots. Overcast 1. So clouds getting slightly worse. But apart from that, pretty much the same stuff out. Right, so expecting departure runway 27 on the Bricken 1 Zulu departure. We'll contact the tower and get that all confirmed for us shortly. Hello again, Bristol Tower. This is Ryanair 484 Hotel, Standard 1 with information Echo requesting clearance to Knock.
Ryanair 404 Hotel, your clear destination Brecon 1 X-ray departure, squawk 6362.
Ryanair 484 Hotel is clear to destination via the Brecon 1 X-ray departure, squawking 6362. So slightly different departure.
Ryanair 484 Hotel, correct, break, Shamrock 020, London 126.075. Happy St. Patrick's Day, bye-bye.
62.
126.075, same to yourself, thank you.
Yeah.
departure 27, break 1 X-ray, execute that. That should continue without any problems. Like that, we've got a FIFA point coming up as well today, flight. So that's all set. The APU actually the airplane up yet, so probably get that done. You can see what time might come on just a bit longer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. This is your flight.
Payload, what was that? 4 star landing, there you go. 4 star approach.
All large carry-on items are in the overhead bins, and your small items are unfinished in front of you.
So we lost landing flaps, approach speeds below 400 feet. Fair enough. So we lost stuff for that. Apart from that,
Overhead bin is full.
rating was excellent. The approach was
Close it
great.
as a courtesy to other passengers. Please double check that all your items are put away so
Can't
that
worry
the
about
aisle
that.
is clear and
Right,
other passengers
update our payload, shall we? So payload on this flight is going to be 17.4.
in the card in the seatback in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions,
And
please
the
let a flight
fuel on board is
attendant
going to
know that we
be
feel free to use your cell phones during the rest of the boarding process.
5905.
But we do ask that laptops, tablets, and any
So
other larger
5950.
electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank
Well,
you
fuel
and
truck.
welcome aboard.
As soon as that's finished, I should thumbs it off as well for take fueling. As soon as the fueling's finished, AP starts, and then we can think about getting ourselves back out of stand. Yes, I'm from England, Ilias. I am from England. Welcome to Channel Chats. How are you today? The bot command, it's not an IVAO, the bot I'm using right now. The bot for ATIS I'm using on Discord. The IVAO ATIS bot's voice will be coming soon onto the server, soon later.
All stations, new ATIS information, Foxtrot, new QNH 1036, new QNH 1036, hectopascal, Bristol out.
Yeah, so 1036 reset, information Foxtrot's now deactive. So actually gone from Delta through to Echo, and now Foxtrot's for our departure routes. Oh yeah, Chelsea will exist, absolutely, ABS. There's no way Club will fall. I mean, tomorrow we'll figure out who the new owner as well, because the bidding process ends tomorrow for Chelsea, so we'll find out the new owner soon. The club will still exist, don't you worry, there's no way it will fall. And even if it did fall, then, well, probably like a Wimbledon, start a new Phoenix club from the ground up. So if you just get through the ranks of promotion, but I'd be up for it. Seen the club at the top. You need to start from the bottom, we've got to do it from the bottom, but anyway, Chelsea, they're here to stay. They are here to stay. Thank you, ground crews, for your fueling. So far, so good from the airplane. The clouds cover starting to clear up a little bit as well, so hopefully that'll be here to dissipate soon. So very, very good models actually. I'm giving them 4 credits. The detailing, the maneuverability, very, very good. Right, fueling is almost complete. Another ton to go there before it's finished. Flight plan set, do our performance quickly. Before it's set, reserves will be 0.05. Across the next 6. Cruising altitude, flight level, this time it's 360 knots. Yes it is. Level 360, insert that. Average winds 285 at 31. And so altitude is 6,000 feet. Flaps 10 degrees for takeoff. Center gravity set, 4.75 trim required. B1135, rotate 137, and B2146.
You're ready to go when you are.
Boarding complete, thank you very much. Yes, Marco, this is the return leg. We're heading back to Knock and Out. No, tune. I don't have PPL in real life. I'd like to get on at some point. At the moment, the answer is no, not yet.
Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, secure doors for departure.
Right, fueling's complete. Left hand fuel pump start. APU start. Fueling complete. We can now get rid of the ground services. So going to reject the stairs. The vehicles now drive away. And doors we can secure. The SS retracts, and then we can also close the forward door. Let's go do it manually because why not? So we get ourselves out front, find the grip, and hopefully just be as simple as putting it back. If not, then okay, no. Go from this then. And they can open the door quite easily. Obviously closing, not so. Get a chrono. Wait for the AP to stabilise. While we're at it, we will pre-plan our pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
APU stabilised. AP generators on. AP beat active. And that we are ready to go. Ryanair 484 Hotel Stand 1 ready for push and start.
Ryanair 484 Hotel Stand 1, pushback start approved, face east.
Push start approved, facing east for Ryanair 484 Hotel. So before I forget, here's the updated check link for our return leg. So, engine 1, sorry, engine 2, engine...
Hello, Bristol Tower, this is EG265,
fuel pump sequence, sorry.
Localised runway 27.
Sorry, on tour normal now. Fuel pump station 2 is on.
Bristol, hello, runway 27, wind 250 degrees, 9 and
vision lights, that's out for now, and...
Clear to land, runway 27, EG265.
Tow is driving up.
Tower, hello, Ryanair 276, requesting oil force clearance to Knock.
Ryanair 276, Bristol Tower, a very good evening. Clear to destination, Brecon 1 X-ray departure, squawk 1202.
Brecon 1 X-ray, squawk 120.
Ryanair 276, feedback correct.
So there's the tug. It connects. Push back out of position. Welcome Moses, welcome Fabi, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to chats, how are you both doing today? Somewhere on the other side of the field up here, there's a Ryanair stands, there we go. This one currently controlled by Gary, one of the IVAO XU directors. Lovely guy, love chatting to him.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed,
I must say.
ready to connect.
Nah, all round a charm up. Right, wait for the ground crew to connect. Need you on the takeoff performance page for reference. Initial climate, that's all set on the altitude as well. That'll be on the Brecon 1 X-ray departure, correction. 6,000 feet.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Parking brake released.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Alright, let's get going. The ground crew can give us the yeah, he's going to give us the ones there because he doesn't quite know what we're doing going backwards. Right, engine 2. Start switch to ground. Watch the N2.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important...
And there is a cockpit mod in Flights of Neptune. Your controls does exist. Ah, there you go. Safety briefing. Works this time. Not quite sure about the first flight, why it just didn't happen. Engine switch to resets. Engine 1 start. One fuel first start.
Ryanair 276, push back start approved facing east.
Ah, okay, so the other Knock aircraft's going to be behind us on the taxiway. There'll be some separation between us also on the arrival. There's an EasyJet just landed, so there's actually stand now. P3 share cockpit. I'm sure P3 has one as well. In fact, I'm fairly sure P3 has it by default share cockpits. Could be wrong about the defaults, but I know for a fact it does have a share cockpit as well. Yeah, better pushback. Not so accurate these days. Not so accurate.
ED 265, hello, welcome to Bristol. Stand 35 I Golf.
Just one can down. One can for the return leg.
Stand 35 is I Golf, ED 265.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Oops. Parking brake sets.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Naples alright, Marco. It's not my favourite place in the world. It's not the cleanest city, unfortunately, in a couple of regards. But it wasn't terrible. It's definitely worth the trip. Maybe a while if I go back again, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Wasn't the worst place I've been to before. Just spam press these two buttons a few times and eventually the aircraft disconnects. Right, quick flight control check, make sure everything's running as it should be. Elevators checked. Ailerons checked.
So it's disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the left.
Checked.
We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Spoilers down, thank you very much. Wait for the ground signal on the left. Ryanair 484 Hotel is ready to taxi.
Ryanair 484 Hotel, taxi runway 27, holding point Alpha X-ray, QNH 1036, Hector Pascal.
Taxi to holding point Alpha X-ray, runway 27, QNH 1036, Hector Pascal, Ryanair 484 Hotel. There's a hand signal from the ground crew, thank you very much. Taxi lights active. Don't forget to make sure that the generator is set, switch to leads, pack set automatic, and APU comes off. Flying brake release, and increase the throttle. Is that beer? It's Guinness, Carlos. Thought it'd go themed for St. Patrick's Day. Back down 10 degrees. Yes, it was a scenery that's giving us 3 FPS Neptune. As much as it looks good in the scene Heathrow, it's not very FPS friendly, especially when you're streaming. A few people have had the same problem as well, especially streamers, so for now, we're just going to default Heathrow until they get it more optimised. Which is a shame, like I say, it's a very good looking scenery, just not very smooth to run. Take off the 137 knots.
Ryanair 276 following the company,
137 sets.
737 taxi, holding point Alpha X-ray, runway 27, QNH 1036.
Follow the company to Alpha X-ray on 1036.
Just going to continue to the end of the taxiway here, make a right, and hold runway 27. Moses, it's been a while, man. Welcome back. Yes, I do remember you. We've got a Flybeat stand. Haven't seen them in a long time. There you go. Safe briefing complete. Now approaching Alpha X right. Ryanair 484 Hotel holding Alpha X-ray is ready to depart.
Ryanair 484 Hotel, runway 27, winds 250 degrees, 9 knots, clear takeoff.
Clear takeoff, Ryanair 484 Hotel. Right, let's get going, shall we? Cabin crew, seat for departure, please. Cabin crew, seat for departure, please. Increase our throttle a little bit more since we're almost struggling getting into the runway there. It's not a very flat airport, you will notice in Bristol. Lots of hills kind of on both runway, well, both ends of the runway. A lot of climbing, just getting out of the facility. I will need to hold position shortly as well because I need to get the rejected takeoff brake sets. Should have done that before I got on the runway, but it's not a biggie. Right, reject takeoff brake set, water throttle armed. Spoil the engines up, 40%. Engines 1-2 stable. Off we go. Airspeed live.
80 knots.
80 knots. 100.
Runner 276, on a point,
V1, rotates.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up. $400.
400. Reset the gear, that's up to 5.
Now 404 Hotel, Squawk 5 Charlie in London,
Yes.
126.075, happy St Patrick's Day, bye-bye.
What about the Charlie? Sorry about that, got my Charlie, and it's off to London on 126.075 for Ryanair 484 Hotel. Thank you very much, and goodbye, and also happy St Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Hello, Delta Control. This is Ryanair 484 Hotel on bracket 1 X-ray departure, climbing through 3,000 feet.
Ryanair 484 Hotel, hello again with the control, climbing flight level 160.
Climb level 160 for Ryanair 484 Hotel, thank you very much. Right, up to 16,000 feet. Passing through 4,000. Come up.
Shamrock 020, contact Shannon Control 131, decimal 150.
Which one autopilot data? Well, presumably, it's just all this information to get our flight plan here from SimBrief.
Thank you, Daniel. All the best.
This is using the Lido setup. We've tried to integrate dispatch option. And all this gives us what inputs the aircraft's flight management computer and calculates our weights, cruising altitudes, headings, everything for the flights. Cleared high altitude new FMC. I'm sure there's a proper way to do it. Problem is, I shouldn't know how you do it, so I'm going to do it the way I do know. So 360 to get there. 360. Yeah, choose climb. Like, so I'm sure there's a way to do it properly. Problem is, I shouldn't know how that works. Skies yellow yesterday. Still quite yellow this morning as well, Moses. That's the sandstorms from the Saharan deserts. That's spread across the west of Europe. Positive 1000, sand down to set, so I should go past the slide set as well. Delete and right button. Oh, okay. Well, you know, thanks for that, dude. I'll keep that in mind. Hey, airline. Thank you for your yachts. I've never had a problem around there. So, I've flown them about 50, in the last 3 years, I've flown them about 50 times now. Never had a problem. Never ever had a problem. Arrived on time. Cheap tickets, cheap prices. I've travelled a lot through Ryanair, so that's an airline. I can only thank them really for the openness they've granted me. Yeah, they've had their controversy in the past, but for me, never had a problem to really shout about.
Ryanair 276, good evening, London
10,000
Control,
feet,
climb flight level
and that's
160.
off.
Climb now, flight level
160, Ryanair 276.
Also a reminder to fast logic, not constant, galley or never allowed for it.
So the link actually deletes the altitude presets on the FMS. That is very handy to know, because it is often that I do find myself kind of holding at certain altitudes for longer than I need to. Rate is clearly to higher altitudes instead, so fair enough, you can delete them. It's not a whole lot easier in the future. So again, thanks Gary, always appreciate the tips you throw my way. Passing through level 120, 12,000 feet. Fair portion of climb. She comes to braking shortly. We'll do that braking turn first, then we'll activate the seatbelt signs. Our Ryanair landings on. Again, I've never really had a quote-unquote bad landing with Ryanair. It's standard 737 stuff, really. I mean, 737s, I guess, on average, land harder than A320s through this flare law and fly-by-wire, but Ryanair, I've never had any kind of major. In fact, the worst I've ever had was on a British Airways A320 into Milan, Bergamo, a couple years ago due to bad weather. Never had a bad landing with Ryanair. You can also use your altitude interval just under your altitude knob on FMC. Oh, okay. Yeah, mine okay. Interesting. Cheers, dude. At 16,000, level 160.
Ryanair 484 Hotel, route direct Slaney.
Redirect Slaney for Ryanair 484 Hotel. Insufficient fuel? Rubbish. The MCP and the altitude selects up.
Ryanair 484 Hotel, climb flight level 240.
Climb flight level 240, Ryanair 484 Hotel. So the nav should just kick in, continue from there. Next page, yeah, should be at 360 at this point on now. So just press altitude interval here. Actually, let the aircraft continue up there. Thank you very much. The seatbelt signs, gear passengers rooms back, rocket climb outs. Let's go through our itinerary, shall we? So who's on board? Any names you recognise, give us a shout. I love their stats.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. We cannot let everyone move around the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when you unexpected circumstances.
Nobody yet. Maybe what I personally recognise. Anyone sees anyone, gives a shout. The stats got Danny and Anna on board. I presume brother and sister. Anna on business, Danny on leisure. No one I recognise today. Are you Ryanair pilot, Theo? Are you? Fair play. Yeah, like I say, not a problem with Ryanair. When it comes to cheap tickets, they usually are my go-to. The Stansted may not be the easiest airport to get to for me, but it's not terrible either. Luton and Gatwick, pretty easy. Luton far easier than Gatwick, but both of them connect on Thameslink, which is quite nice for me.
Ryanair 276, route direct cleaning.
Direct cleaning, Ryanair 276.
Yes, that was Jared Reed Neptune. That was Jared Reed. I was flying Korean Airlines from Seoul to Anchorage. That was quite the flight.
Ryanair 276, climb flight level 200.
To this day on Jared. Very well remembered this channel. As yes, the one that went to the toilet to the upper deck in first class. Ruined service for everyone. It was like a battle to try and get him off the toilets. Have I left the door open again? The answer is yes, I have. Naughty, naughty. Welcome, Chris. Welcome to Channel Chats. How you doing, dude? Do I want to be a pilot? So I do a private license at some point. Probably not go commercial. Quite happy on the railway at the moment. And like I say, I'm not going to pretend here. I don't really know much about airplane operation. I'll get the basics going. I'll get it into the air and land it. There's a lot more at his aircraft that, fair enough, will be covered in training, but technically, I don't actually know that much. So I can do the basics. Anything beyond that? Ooh. So level 240, I'm going to presume that AT going to keep us out to the rest of the flight. I don't think they'll give us any further instructions to climb. Keep us in the rest of flights. Not only yoke, I'm going to stick Norton using the Thrustmaster Hotel Support Top. I want to get the Thrustmaster Boeing and TCA yokes out at some point. Probably wait for it to go on sale first, because it's not cheap a bit harder than that, but if it goes on sale, then something more affordable, I'll pick it up. But as it stands, just flying with a stick at the moment, no proper yoke. The Thrustmaster Hotel Support Tog. PCE, this custom, all specs and description. Never buy pre-build, always build your own.
Request for the climb, Ryanair 276.
Ryanair 276, climb flight level 340.
Oh, so even the other Ryanair, 340
level
points.
340, Ryanair 276.
To be fair, probably makes sense. It's a high altitude. Doesn't have the high-speed cruise. Good evening, Jared Pilot. How are you doing? Welcome to Channel Chats. Yes, Brendan. Yes, another Ryanair hard landing joke. Very funny. Thank you, Nicholas. Glad you're on the stream. So at this point we are now probably approaching the midway. It's had live about course running this flight at the moment.
Starting our in-flight service. We'll be serving complimentary
Two if they're progress are in further climb as well to be, yeah, plenty of time. Ryanair 484 Hotel requesting further climb.
Ryanair 484 Hotel, Roger, what's your requested level?
Ryanair 484 Hotel, could we climb to level... We'll go 320 if possible, 484 Hotel. So the other one's on 34.
Ryanair 484 Hotel, Roger.
Climbing level 320, Ryanair 484 Hotel. I'm very sure I filed flight plan anyway, so yeah. So we filed flight plan 36.
Maintain flight level 240 for now, I will get back to you in a few minutes.
Roger that, maintain 240 for now, and we'll wait for the instruction Ryanair 484 Hotel. So yeah, initially I actually did file flight plan of 360, right? But I'll call it 24 for now then. I mean, to be fair, Ryanair...
484 Hotel, climb flight level 320.
Climb level 320, Ryanair 484 Hotel, thank you very much. So Ryanair hard landings used to be a joke years and years ago. That kind of died down over time, and then it all came back to life when one YouTuber decided to make a whole series on Ryanair hard landings, which became the meme that it really is today. But Ryanair hard landings used to be a big joke in like 2010, 2012 time, so early 2010s. Which again, same thing, Ryanair with hard landings, there's the videos of heavy touchdowns, all that kind of stuff. But again, you look at 737 landings in general, they're not always the softest landing, because it's a very hands-on aeroplane to fly. With a very different ground effects profile to that of the A220, so... yeah, fair enough, ha, very funny, Ryanair hard landings, but for me personally, in about 50 odd flights I've done with this airline, I maybe had 3, 4, 5 hard landings as such, the rest of them are pretty standard. Now, so if you go to my YouTube, my Instagram stories on my kind of profile, I've got a profile saga names, touchdowns. In fact, I'm trying to open up them now. So I've got access to Instagram. Probably not. I'm just log in. Log in now. I'll look at my passwords. Let's see. That works. Two-factor authentication. It's not because of low fares per laugh Ryanair VO, it's because of the low frills. No frills, no extras, and the fees for those that wants the extra stuff. That's what gets them the jokes. But yeah, if we go to this touchdown, so yeah, if I'm on Instagram, I've got a touchdown thing here. Fair enough, there you go, Biarritz. That was a fairly bumpy landing. That was in the 73 Ryanair. This was landing at Stansted a couple of years ago from Biarritz. In fact, this was Echo India Foxtrot Oscar, aircraft a couple days ago again. Average touchdown, that was flying GA. This was Ryanair into Athens. This was after a go around due to bad winds. Smooth touchdown, no complaints there. It's an ATR, landing at Luton. Again, pretty standard stuff. That's British Airways, that was Norwegian. That was Antalya, Glider, British Airways, Loganair, British Airways, EasyJets, British Airways, Arini, Loganair, that's Skybus, Loganair, this was EasyJets, Loganair. Here we go, Ryanair, 73 Max into Tenerife. There you go, pretty standard touchdown. Camera check on that one. This is Ryanair. No, this is Jet 2, sorry. No, this is Ryanair.
Ryanair 484 Hotel, redirect Copax, Kilo Oscar Papa Alpha X-ray.
Kilo Oscar Papa Alpha X-ray. Redirects to Copax, Ryanair, 44 Hotel. Where is that? Yeah, I've done that wrong. Terribly wrong. Copax. Go. And this was landing at Turin, there you go. Smooth touchdown. And camera shake. And this is landing max again at Luton. Once again, pretty smooth touchdown. No complaints there. No complaints. Kia ora, Senna. How are you doing with channel chats? From New Zealand, no great presumption. I didn't say my password out loud. I said my username out loud. I didn't say my password attached to it. I'm not that dumb. Stream this weekend. Yes, I will, Neptune. I'm not sure which routes yet I'll be doing, but I will be streaming this weekend. So tomorrow, Friday, there'll be no stream. Saturday, Sunday, there should be streams in the morning time, UK time, so yeah, all planned out tomorrow. Sorry, tell a lie, I'm working early time, so there'll be afternoon, evening streams, so that's Saturday and Sunday. So I'm working morning shifts, so afternoon will be the streams. The following week will then be morning streams. So now leaving the Welsh coast over Fishguard, and now over the Irish Sea. Nice aircraft is the trust me, dude. There's a lot I don't know. There's more I don't know than what I do know. I'm getting the basics going, but anything more than basics.
276, correct. Copax, Kilo Oscar Papa Alpha X-ray.
Not from the UK, Ireland. I'm from the UK. I'm in London myself. Our channel on the chats. How you doing, dude? About 160 miles an hour to Con. 160 miles to Connaught.
London
And then from there, presumably, vectors for the approations to Knock, as it's a direct approach runway 08. Find out on the
Charlie
Otis.
Oscar 1501, good evening, message.
Outer runway will be 26. Yeah, 26 landing, that's fine.
Good evening, sir. I am, let's see here, 176 miles west of East Bath, keeping high level 330 with you.
Quite an interesting handover that. So when I'll fly from Stansted or Luton, Theo. Stansted or Luton, about an hour or so away from me. Not this way I to get to. Stansted or Luton.
Right, 484 Hotel Complex, check control 131.150, good night.
Contact Shannon on 131.150 for Ryanair 484 Hotel. Thank you very much, take care, and good night. Bye bye. 131 150.
Lima Charlie Oscar 1501, Squawk mode Charlie Mabel.
Hello there, Shannon. This is Ryanair 484 Hotel at level 320, inbound to Connaught.
Ryanair 484 Hotel, negative evening identified. Continue.
Continue. So as it stands, there's 3 aircraft inbounds to Knock at the moment. There's 3 inbounds. We're collecting the second aircraft expected. 1 landing at 17. One aircraft just landed at the moment. Correction, actually departing to Gatwick. 300. Must be cargo aircraft. DHL UK. There you go. Yeah, so we are the second aircraft out of 3 heading back to Knock at the moment. ETA 2133 Zulu. It's about 23 minutes. A minute in front of the Ryanair behind us, also from Bristol. So presumably during the approach we'll see some extension on the approach on that regard. Other than that, not too bad at the moment. Welcome Ollie, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats. How you doing, dude? Hope you're keeping well. Zoom on the ND slide, don't need quite that far zoomed out. My gosh, Neptune there, 1799. It's a lot of money, dude. Are you sure about that? Thank you very, very much. That's it's fantastic, dude. Thank you. That's well, that's pretty much the Concorde from DC Science paid off right there. Fair play, dude. Thank you very much. You're a superstar. Yeah, hopefully all goes to plan. No stream tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, both days. Get the stream going. I missed the last 2 Sundays streaming, so I do need to pick that pace up a little bit more. So yeah, streams are on the way, dude. Streams are on the way.
Ryanair 484 Hotel.
Any idea what 737 Ryanair 484 Hotel Mac decimal 76?
Thank you. Ryanair 276 Mac decimal 78 or less.
78 or less?
78 or less, Ryanair 276.
It'll be interesting if they're going to try and get the aircraft to overtake us. So do you have any idea what the 737s... You would have to shoot the ILS and stars to be lined up after you bring first.
Literal 001 setting control.
Check your course, always what's up. Actually, your course is out of alignment.
Literal 001 Cessna
stars out of alignment.
Western Airport.
I mean, it's a silly suggestion, but make sure it's flying the right side as well. Potentially, if the aircraft's going out of approach. Like I say, check your course, check coming from the right side, because the aircraft, if you set up correctly, you shouldn't be veering off course too badly.
When able,
how do you get stars back in flight and parking? Or stairs back in flight and parking? Ground handling. Ground handling gloves. It's an add-on from Jar Design.
We're not departure runway 35 and airborne. Approved for 530 feet.
Okay.
And transponder scope.
And that has been true actually.
407.
Don't you worry, Drawyah. Carry on. Yes, this is. Yes, so.
Runway 25 after departure when able.
Yeah, give it a go, Ron Spotter. Let me know how it goes. Neptune, no pleasure. Yeah, no worries, dudes. Thank you very, very much. Like I say, all money I do get goes back into the channel, goes back to the stream and set up hardware, so. That almost like it goes to the Concorde releases from DC Designs. Thank you very, very much. No, you too, Chris. You too. Again, a good one. Check the course for receive engage deals pilot. The approach pilot for 36 on the wrong heading. Yes, that's on the chat as well there. So check the frequency, make sure that your frequency is correct, your course is correct, and that the approach mode is engaged before it sets in the localizer.
Metro 01. Negative, right turn heading 360, climb altitude 5,000 feet.
Literal 001, can you verify text because I have
if I was in the Concorde, will most likely be New York to Heathrow, so going eastbound across the pond. Hopefully I'll be able to get a stream out on its release day. The problem is I'm working that day. It's a matter of delay it by a day or so. But yes, first time the Concorde will be flying eastbound from New York to London.
Ryanair 484 Hotel, when ready descend, flight level 80.
When ready, descend to level 80, Ryanair 404 Hotel. Now 8,000. So I've reset the VNAV there. The aircraft's on the FMS already set to about 3,700 feet for the COPAX. Waypoints. I should manage our set now, all the way through to Knock.
Roger, it's Rose 001.
Put IS Alpha for 126, good shouts. So IS Alpha for 126, keep that. No star on processing it to be given to me on vectors. So add it to the graph there. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's like come together anyway because it's pretty much.
Have a like 359 contact London 126.075. Enjoy flight, bye.
126.075, Black 359, thank you, bye-bye.
Do that then. There you go, so yeah, Copax, Charlie is 27, pretty sure better switch notes to around there. Points again, should get vectors, just straight a path for the runway 26.
7020, thank you. Contact on the car 130.7, bye-bye.
130.7, thanks for your ATC, bye.
We should Copax after U27. There you go. The aircraft, there goes the aircraft. When else they increase rate of descent, watching that green arc means they preferably before the airport. That's a good scenario. So holding it at 1,000 feet per minute descent. That's what I would do, just manually then send the aircraft about 2,200 feet per minute. ETA is Knock at the moment. ETA to Knock is set to touchdown about 37 past. So we're looking at, yeah, not 17 because I've set the sim to not live time, so you know, night time. But right now it's 21:18, and at 21:37, so only approximately 19 minutes. I mean, which one's better over the Zybo and LevelUp sounds to really opinion, Omar, but the Zybo personally feels better in terms of its flight dynamics. LevelUp, well, the systems was about the same as the Zybo, it's only version 1.0. But time will tell on how the aircraft upgrades over time. The Zybo actually feels better in terms of its dynamics. Probably explains why I'm being a bit dummed up. There you go.
Oh, you're backtracking runway 07. We'll report when we take flights are going.
Ryanair 276 is ready to descend flight level 270.
Well, they're just approaching top of the descend now to 70 runway 276.
Get across Adamant. At 1,000 feet per minute. It's most likely me being done there, not the aircrafts.
Oscar Romeo Echo.
Yes, it is free, Omar. Both Zybo and LevelUp are free.
Fine, enjoy flight, bye-bye.
Make sure we got the
Contact London Control on 126.075. Have a nice evening. Oscar Bravo Romeo Echo. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
I have been following the Digital Flight Dynamics A350. It is looking really good. It is looking really good. I had high hopes for the Pinpoint 777, but that sadly never came to fruition, or fell down very quickly when one of the developers got paid off for their work. But hopefully this one should stick through development. Same as the Boundless A220, working alongside what's it called? Flightwire. That was all I'm quite hopeful for. Again, time will tell both of those ones. Time will certainly tell.
About 276, 8250 knots on conversion.
250 on conversion, right? 276.
Right, 80 miles to go now. And about 12 minutes. More than that, I'd say, sorry. Like 14, 15 minutes.
Shalom Control, good evening, sir. Control 37 Hotel Victor.
Control 37 Hotel Victor, Shannon Control, very good evening, pass the message.
On the seatbelt signs now.
Control 37 Hotel Victor, request hyper clearance to Paris.
Control 37 Hotel Victor, cleared to Paris. Passage 5 Alpha departure runway 28, left squawk 3215.
Skip 2
Departure
seconds.
frequency is
Wait
with
for
me
his
131.150.
clearance there. And then we'll get going. Welcome, Rose, how are you doing?
Clear to Paris early with departure Amido 5 Alpha, runway 28 left, and squawk 3215, control 37 Hotel Victor.
Control 37 Hotel Victor, read back right.
Ryanair 484 Hotel, just disappearing for 1 minute over. Speed up.
Ryanair 484 Hotel, no problem.
Back in 1 minute, 1 minute.
Shannon Control from Retro 001, we are ready for departure.
Metro 001, subsequent variable, runway 25, clear takeoff.
3 Atlantic Retro 001, runway 25.
Control 37 Hotel Victor, I don't have any Abido 5 Alpha departure, but Abido 1 Bravo.
Consul 37 Hotel Victor, I misunderstood your read back there then. It was the PACX 5 Alpha departure.
Ryanair 484 Hotel has returned. Yep, I knew you'd penalise me on that one, Gary. Yes, it is Guinness from a can.
Ryanair 484 Hotel, roger.
Ran out to, well, jumped out to the news agents.
Ryanair
Got a couple of cans.
27, flight level 160.
I'm 160, Ryanair 76.
We're up to 300 knots to be fair at this point. Not that we've got much time really for it. It's 10,000 shortly, but you're alright. We've gone a lot faster in that sense. So yeah, that's the difference between the English and the Irish.
For hotel, continue descent altitude 3,000 feet, QNH 1027.
Descent down to 3,000 feet, QNH 1027, Ryanair 484 Hotel.
Ensoleil 37 Hotel Victor, departure Pacific 1 Alpha will be okay, thank you.
The Palit 5,000 please.
Yeah, difference between English and Irish. This in Ireland, sinful. Drink out of glass, not a can.
Ryanair 484 Hotel, after COPAX cleared ILS runway 26, report established.
Off Copac, cleared ILS, runway 26, we're reporting established, Ryanair 484 Hotel.
Metro 001 radar contact, altitude 2,100 feet. Turn right, heading 070, vectors ILS runway 28 left.
We're seeing turning 070 to runway 28 left.
Ryanair 276, speed 230 knots, descent flight level 120.
230 knots, that's quite slow.
230 knots, descent flight level 120.
Probably my fault entirely, because I also tend to really slow myself, to apologise. But 2.3 down to 13, that's quite slow at the moment for him. Right, we're about 40 miles an hour from establishing onto runway 26. We need to reduce down to 250 knots now as we're going to approach 10,000 feet. The aircraft naturally beat off its speed without using the spoilers, and also decrease the descent rate slightly. So we need to be level by Copax, so we can adjust our rate of descent just based on the intercept area for the glide slope. Cabin crew, 10 minutes landing, 10 minutes. Cabin crew, 10 minutes landing, 10 minutes. And that's sets. Something not risking on our aircraft, we don't have the mic push talk button. Do you not? Fair enough. I mean, that in the sim is linked to the auto throttle there for takeoff, the M1. So instead of you pressing the button on the side here for takeoff, that's what that one exists for, but I don't know that. Next time I find myself in a Ryanair cockpit, I'll be sure to take a quick look. Now I've got to say, the cockpit of the new Ryanair 737 Game Changer aircraft is quite a sight to behold. And you've replaced the two main displays there with two massive panels from 787. So your ND and PFD both are now replaced with two massive widescreen displays. And fair enough, it is just 737, but it's quite a sight. So yeah, really enjoyed that. Taggers to the top, not to the side.
Ryanair 276, continue descent.
One day.
3000 feet, PH 1027. After Copax cleared ILS.
Yeah, so that's what throttle disengage. The button is where are you? Where are you? There it is. That's the toga. Disengage, toga. Very different things, you are right. Drawyah. Yes, as all again with the hard landing jokes, very funny. I meant to put a video about buttons and why it's bad to mix them up. To be fair, Mental Pilot's a channel I should watch more often. I'll watch a few of the videos, I really enjoyed them. It's not something I kind of sit back and go back to. Some of his explanation videos about flight, I mean, the one is he did France, was an Air France approach into Paris Orly, the A330 long haul flight, so the co-pilot kind of just had like a panic attack on approach, and the aircraft then went right through its go-around procedure, altitude limits. So I watch his videos from time to time, but I need to watch them more frequently, I think. The problem with Mental Pilot is that his videos get quite long, quite in depth. I don't always have that. I don't always have 40 minutes to go sit down and watch all his videos. But they are really good. Very in depth. Definitely, you are right. It's worth a watch. Welcome back, Cal. And this is the LevelUp job. This is the LevelUp 737. Set the glide slope at about 20 miles. We'll reduce speed down to 220 knots. So reduce down to 180 knots. I'll very to use our flaps as well for approach.
Channel control record 001, request descending, descend 3000 feet.
Metro 001, descend altitude 3000 feet.
Descending 3000, 001.
That's one. Welcome Tom, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to chats. How are you today, dude? That's two.
1 Alpha departure. By level 3000.
Hotel 31 Alpha, good evening. Radar contact altitude 1100 feet. Left turn, direct Balsam, climb flight level 320.
Direct Balsam, flight level 320. On the Hotel 31.
Metro 001, turn left by 20 degrees.
Lito 001, turn left 2, can you say again the heading?
Not a heading, left by 20 degrees.
20 degrees left, sorry, 001.
Flaps 2. Okay, flaps 5. Right, let's brake sets to 3. These are add-on clouds, Neptune. This is an enhanced skyscape. Enhanced skyscapes. Our approach speed also calculated as well, was important. So 30 degrees of flaps landing, 147 knots approach. 107, I've actually tuned this yet, haven't I? 107. 107, and then the course is 264. There we go.
Ryanair 276, 8180 knots, start off.
We'll be establishing the localizer in about 7 miles now. Hold on at 0 until about 4 or 5 miles DME on the approach. Unless, of course, tower.
Hotel
Yes,
37
otherwise-
Hotel Victor, ready for pushback.
France Flight 37 Hotel Vector, push and start approved, face west, QNH 1033.
Pushback approved, facing west, QNH 1033, frontier 37 Hotel Victor.
Metro 001, turn right, heading 100.
5 miles to sets.
Turning right 106, is that correct? 2001.
No worries.
Aircraft now be levelling off at 3,000 feet. Attempting to 1027 sets. Welcome back, Kai, how you doing? Set of your localizer. And approach mode active.
2500.
George Connors pilots. Ryanair 484 Hotel is established runway 26.
Ryanair 484 Hotel, thank you. Contact Tower 130.7. Bye-bye.
Contact tower on 130.7 for Ryanair 484 Hotel. Thank you very much. Hello there, Connaught Tower. This is Ryanair 484 Hotel, established runway 26.
148 Hotel, Connaught Tower, hello again. Surface wind 262 degrees, 15 knots, runway 26, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, runway 26, Ryanair 484 Hotel. Thank you very much. Gear down. 160 knots. It's 10.
Gear down, 3 greens.
That's 15. Cabin crew, please take your seats for landing. Home airports, either Heathrow or Stansted. Heathrow closest to me, Stansted, most frequently flown from. So it's approach speed 147 knots. Short set out for that. Sound.
$1,000.
1,000. Stable approach. Right, this is engage, I'm in control. So you're at 147 knots, keep adjusting throttle to keep it steady. Quick hand checklist, gear down 3 greens, flaps set, spoilers armed. Spoilers not armed, they're just set in 7-3. Brakes are on, sorry. Land clearance received. Cabin secure. Interactive hand checks complete. In that kind of order.
Light slow.
Have it
Light
guys
slow.
slow.
Light slow.
Some adjustments
Light
for that.
slow.
100. 60. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Throttle. Reverse is set. Not taking into account the also the runway there. Let's go taxi to the next turnaround spots. Which is about where the taxiway here is. Spoilers down. Flaps up. Using more taxiway to be fair, get onto the runway there, but oh well. Right, APU starts. No particular bugs in this Virtual Explain guy. Terrible piloting, no bugs. Exit runway, just to the left. Ryanair 404 Hotel, apologies that runway is vacated. Transponder off, landing lights off, next lights, leave that on. Apologies for that, Ryanair 404 Hotel, runway vacated.
Ryanair 404 Hotel, that's no worries at all. You can taxi stand number 1.
Taxi stand number 1 for Ryanair 404 Hotel, thank you very much.
No worries, and I'll be closing now, so thanks for flying into Knock. Drawyah, and have a good evening. Happy St. Patrick's.
You too, dude. Happy St. Patrick's. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
So, in stand 1, so that's stand 1, stand 2. Make the left turn, and we dig up into park. So, taxi lights, not going to blind the ground cruise. Yes, you can see the LevelUp 737 does massively upgrade the cabin. On this occasion, very much just like the real-life Ryanair cabin, that. Brake sets. APU carrier to set. Switch to bleeds. Packs off. And engines off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Knock. The time right now is approximately, well, coming up to 10 PM in real life. Temperature at about 3 degrees centigrade, with some clouds and no rain reported. We thank you for Ryanair. Hope you enjoyed your flight aboard with us today. and we hope to see you again in the very near future. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross-check please. Thank you for flying with us. So we publish just the cabin. Get the ground sensors connected, so open the doors as required. Send the air stairs, connect to GPU, and ground handling vehicles in position, so rear and conveyor belts. So move into position. The ground power unit is available, so set the ground power unit, turn off the APU bleed, and APU comes off. Turn off the IRS, aircraft will be here for tonight. The aircraft just kind of shut down their position. They won't run out 4 weeks ago. It's nice flying the same plane, but to be off the Ryanair cabin. I mean, to be fair, it really comes down to which version you download, because there are some additions to the mod that actually improve the cabin as well. The LevelUp cabin certainly is more customizable, but again, it really comes down to which version of the aircraft you download and from which source. There you have it. Ryanair, Echo India, Delta Yankee Alpha. Let's stand at Knock. So this next from IVAO. We will open the last screenshots to Volanta. Disconnect from Volanta and the flights. Unfortunately, due to our slight mishap, there'll be no replay anymore because those are now gone with the previous emissions flights. Apart from that, yeah, you see, so that's a bit of a. So that was not 6. No, I'm sorry. No, that again. 329, 1.53 Gs, fair enough. That was a bit of a hefty touchdown. So not 6,000 feet per minute. That'd be way too high. Yeah. Other than that, flights themselves not too bad, apart from our return touchdown. So that brings us to the end of this event, I guess. So that was the IVAO XU St Patrick's Day event. That was return flights from Knock to Bristol. Good amount of AT on both legs. So again, massive thank you to the guys at IVAO XU for putting this all together for us. And yeah, that's the end of a pretty good little stream. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Do leave a like if you did. Do subscribe if that's already. Thank you very much for tuning in. And I'll see you soon for some more flights in action. Take care, guys. Happy St Patrick's Day, and I'll see you soon for more. Bye bye. Interesting and there. Very interesting.